Alright, you guys. This is a big old painting, you guys. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. So what we're gonna do is get out a little bit more paint because I'm never ready, but I like to at least start the show on time, even though we're not ready to do anything. At least get up here and be in front of everybody, right? So let's see, we're gonna get some more crimson out. We've already covered our canvas in Bob Ross liquid clear. You can hear the war zone happening outside. There's freaking fireworks everywhere. Happy 4th of July, everyone. It's finally dark, and all of the fireworks are going to town. What the heck did I do with my white? No, idiot. Took the white out of the box, set it down, forget where it is. There we go. A little bit of our white. Now you guys are gonna tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwich? It's gonna be a whole lot of fun today. It'll be a whole lot of fun. This will be the 4th flag painting. Hopefully this one sells too. And it'll be awesome. So it's a little bit bigger than all the rest of them, as you can see. Just a giant old canvas. It's a 24 by 30 inch, big, thick Pro Series canvas. So that means it's got those big, thick 1-inch sides. And when it has those 1-inch sides, we need to take and continue our little flag shape around the edge. Right, just with the colors, same color. That way when you're looking at it from the side, you'll be able to tell. It'll catch your eye. You'll be like, what's that red and black stripe right there? It's gonna look really cool. So, just like that, let's wash this brush off. You guys are gonna tell me where you're watching from. What's your favorite sandwich? And we're gonna have a lot of fun today. Let's see. There we go. I gotta get the camera so far back just because this canvas is so big, just to allow my whole self in it. We gotta get, look at that. Don't get upset by the shirt, guys, come on. Your girlfriend's probably watching me. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Don't get jealous. Don't get jelly, right? It's my one flex that I can do. I can flex on all the hot guys and be like, hey, at least your girl watches me on TikTok, okay? At least she does. At least she does. Okay, now let's come in. So we covered the canvas in Bob Ross liquid clear, right? That clear medium that allows us to spread the paint all over the place. And then we took our crimson and our red, right? None of the blue. Well, we did do the blue up there, but we did the crimson and the red, and we put our stripes in and just sort of based it out, kind of eyeballed it, and it's going to end up being, these red stripes will be the background of our sky, and then these red stripes are going to be our water in our seascape. And that's all we did. Take a little bit of the crimson, a little bit of the red on the brush at the same time. We're going to finish this side as well. Just popping them in wherever. We don't need any more than that. Perfect. And then all we're doing is literally, like, all you did is just dump some paint onto the canvas, and then we go across it with our white. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's a silent one. I didn't want to blow you guys out of the water, right? So when we go across it with our white paint, it's going to shine through and be fantastic. Now, everybody tell me where you're watching from. Just how many hamburgers did you eat today? Be honest. Like 4? Probably 4. Because that's what I would have eaten had I have gone to a barbecue. So hopefully you're back from the barbecue and you're ready to have a good time and have a lot of fun with old Uncle Paint with Josh, right? Or cousin, or whatever, whoever I am. Whatever I am to you. I could be a kid. I mean, I'm probably a kid. I'm pretty young. You know, I'm cute enough anyway. So, let's come back over here and let's get the white paint and let's get started. So, we took our Prussian blue and Phthalo blue together and covered it in this spot. And then I added just a little touch of white and brightened it up just a littlest bit, right? It's a little brighter than it was before in our last few streams. So, again, you can buy this painting at paintwithjosh.etsy.com. It's number 853. You'll see it'll say 24 by 30 inch American Flag Seascape. So this is my original concept, my original idea. I did it back in 2022, and this is the 4th or 5th or 6th time we're doing it. So here we go right here with the white on the brush. Remember guys, the more taps you're tapping on the screen, the more little hearts are flying up, the more people are gonna be able to see the show. So tap, tap, tap. We got to 1.1 million taps up here one time. So remember, tap that screen. Let's come up here like this and just right into that section of dark black, right? We always talk about the undercolors. We're gonna go up and we're gonna go down and we're gonna leave little bits here and there and everywhere, right? And we always talk about the undercolors when we're painting in this technique. This red is an undercolor. We're gonna go across it with white. This blue is an undercolor, right? All we're doing is, as we're dragging our white across those colors, it starts to brighten up and pick up on those different colors, right? So underneath, if we don't want our white clouds to turn any other color, then what would you do? Would you put any other color under there? Or would you just leave it blank? you guys let me know. So you come across that blue sky and it starts to turn into blue. And remember, we're not painting a perfect flag, right? We're painting an impressionistic seascape of a flag painting sort of thing, whatever it's called. Whatever you want to call it, however you want to describe it, that's what we're painting, right? I feel like a drummer right here. Then hit onto the canvas. So let's come back in. Since we've flattened that guy out, it all depends on our pressure, right? How hard are you pushing to have the paint slide around like that, right? Come in, load up a little bit more of our paint. Back into our next little darker section. Leave some of that darkness even. You don't have to cover every single thing, right? Maybe this guy comes up more on an angle and we leave a bit of the dark underneath and it goes a little bit more pinkish. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the whole point. It doesn't have to be the most perfectest cloud or stripe or straight across thing you ever did see, right? It's got to be whatever it is. A little bit of a cloud, a little bit of a seascape, a little bit of a something. As we go off to the side, right? Take this guy, just because I don't want him to be like a perfect thing, right? And then you come in, do whatever you want to do, soften them down, bring some of the pink in, right? So it's not so bright. Maybe drag some of the pink in from underneath this guy. Up into the sky, right? All depends what you want to do. So, let's see. We got all sorts of stuff. We got a war zone happening outside with all the fireworks. It's fantastic. Now, we're going to come in with our other bit of white, right? Coming in, blending over that bit of blue. We don't want it to all be so noticeable, but you want to leave a little bit of red in the background, a little bit of white in the foreground, and a little bit of dark separator underneath. Now remember, right here along the bottom of the red is as far as we came down with our blue paint. So there's going to be a chunk of darkness underneath that's not going to blend in with anything. That's exactly what you want. If you put blue all the way down to this red line, then you're going to get a bit where you're going to have a blue section of cloud before you get to your white section of cloud, because it's going to dump off all that color. All right, back into here, a little bit up into the blue, staying down into the thing. Now we're going to come over here. Look at all that difference in white, bigger section, up into our little pink cloud. Doesn't matter. Throw it out there, right? That's all we really got to do. Now let's come over here and brighten this guy up a little bit more. See that? The more you go up into the blue and then bring it back down, the bluer your clouds are going to be. So, all depends on our pressure, the amount of paint that's on the canvas, right? Remember, you can buy this painting, guys, if you go to paintwithjosh.etsy.com. All of the other versions have sold, and we sold a ton of canvas prints of this one. So, get over there if you want to get this original. There's a few sort of reference photos of what the other ones look like if you go over to my Etsy store, which is paintwithjosh.etsy.com. Head over there, see what you can see, right? See what we see. See. I watch a lot of Family Guy. Bang, just like that. Very cool. Now we're going to come back over those bits of white and blue and brighten them up just a touch. Just a little bit. So let's shake off the brush, clean it off, beat the devil out of it, get it nice and clean. Onto a paper towel. All you got to do is just mush it, wipe it off on a paper towel back and forth like that. Get it nice and dry, right? Just like that. So tell me where you guys are watching from. How many hamburgers did you eat today? Then don't lie. Be honest. Be honest, guys. Be honest. Let's see. Let's see. Number 853. 853 is what you want to go search for when you go over into the Etsy store. So, I'm going to take a little bit more of the white, just like that. Come over here. Dabbing on a little bit more of our white paint, right? And that way, those little sections will stay brighter white. Because what we're going to do is we're going to come at it with less pressure. You got less pressure with more paint up there, and it's going to stay that brighter color than it was before. See what I mean? And again, it's not a perfect thing. It's just a little bit of a puffy little cloud out there. It's sort of in the shape of the stars and stripes, right? That's all we're really looking for. It doesn't need to be the most amazing, perfect bit of cloud. You can change them up however you want to make them look, right? All up to you. Depends on your personal preference. As the explosions go off in the background. Boom! Maybe we'll get one right when we end the show. You guys know, you know how I always end the show. I'm like, take care, have the rest of a good day, ba-bow! Maybe we'll get one that goes ba-bow at the same time. We'll see. We'll see what happens, right? So, let's come over here. Now we're going to start working on our oceany, watery bit, right? Before we go spray in our stars and stuff. We don't need to spray in the stars yet. We'll save that till the end. So we're going to get a little bit of white onto our brush, just like that. And then we're going to start to go over our area of red, but we're not going to put so much white that it kills all the red, right? We're going to save the bit of red by not adding too much paint, and then we're going to spread it. And then you can always go back and add red over the top of it afterwards, but if you can save it, it's mo better. My dogs do not like all the fireworks downstairs. I'm going to come and get you soon, puppies, I swear. We'll be done here in a little bit, and then we'll cuddle on the couch, and the fireworks won't be a big deal. It'll be okay. I'll come get you. I'll come get the babies. Just like that. And a little bit of line, all you need. See how we left that little bit of darkness in between the bit of our bright water and the bit of our bright clouds? You have to have that in order to keep that separation, that bit of our dark separator, right? Now we're going to come in, we're going to start making little sideways swipes, but we're purposely not going to connect every little sideways swipe. Doesn't all have to match. They don't all have to connect. Look at those little dark areas and light areas. They're going to look like little bits of water out there. All right, just like this, all the way out here, just so we can get it all the way, get a little bit of red, and complete our stripe. Not all the way out to the edge because it's going to spread, of course, but slightly out there, and just like that. Remember, we're painting a seascape, not a flag. We're painting a seascape, so it's got to look like a seascape. It's just going to resemble a flag. It's going to resemble the flag versus being a perfect flag. We're going to take this guy and we're going to push, and the more we push, the more the white mixes in with that red underneath. And the more it mixes in with the red underneath, the darker it becomes, right? So if you need to go back and brighten it up a touch, put a little bit more white out there, give yourself a little bit of a highlight here and there, or anywhere, whatever you want to do, right? Any little bit of brightness below a bit of shadowy darkness is going to look like a little lip you got back there, right? Or say we shrink that bit of dark back here. Shrink it down to about 1/8 of an inch, right? Just by putting a bit of bright out there and pulling it out straight. Now to me, it looks like there's this real far off wave way out there in the coral where Moana's trying to get over, right? In her little ship. And it's like, shoot her back here towards the shore. Real deep wave. I got kids. Okay, I am a kid, all right? You're welcome. Tell me that's not the best song ever by The Rock, by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Who ever thought The Rock would be a singer? It's awesome. Awesome song. It's one of my absolute favorites, and I can absolutely belt that song. Just, you're welcome. I swear. Don't tempt me. I will do it. I don't want everyone to leave. We start singing, everyone will go away. That's not what we want. Now, we're going to come back in. We're going to wash off our brush so we have some nice clean white as I continue to battle against the sounds of the fireworks. You guys not know I'm doing a live show, guys, outside? Hello? We're doing a live painting show here on the 4th. I'm just playing. I would much rather be outside doing fireworks. Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. All right, let's come in and get some more white. Come over here. Grab a little bit of the white onto the tip of the brush. And then let's say we're going to come in and make our little mustache-y shape. We're going to come down, we're going to go up and over like that. Very cool little mustache shape, big long one. Now this one we're going to come in, we're going to swipe backwards. These little sort of downward and then upward streaks. See, they're not straight sideways and they're not straight up. They're not at a 45. They're kind of, you flow along the water and then you start pushing it back. Just like that. Boom! Right? Get all those explosions from outside. Make our bit of white a little bit longer, a little bit deeper, right there. Very cool. Again, we're not trying to turn it into a bit of white. We're trying to keep it dark enough so that it's red. Come over to this guy, make our other little bit of our mustache like that. Came up, came down, right? Another mustache, another lip, another bit of water as it's coming in. Now to come to shore, right? And we got to keep the bottom of this bit of thing so dark. Keep it so very dark, okay? Now, one thing that I thought looked really cool in the first couple, in the second and third one, was that we put a little bit of blue, just a little touch of blue. And I know that it's not, you know, exactly the flag, but of course we're not painting the exact flag, right? We're not painting the flag. And I think our bit of our eye would be right in there. So let's take our bit of blue, put a little bit extra, stretch that blue out. Maybe we'll have a little bit of little reaction time over here. Maybe we'll put the little teeniest, whatever's left on the brush, just add it down in there. That way we'll have a little bit of water we can play with. Really cool. Really cool, guys. So, teeniest, tiniest bit. And again, if you don't put too much paint over it, it'll stay nice and dark colored, right? Just like that. Or, if you want it bright, continue to put paint on top of it and it'll brighten itself back up. Very neat. Let's wash these brushes. You guys are going to tell me where you're watching from, and don't lie. How many hot dogs have you had today? I know you're not. I know you're lying. The first number is always a lie. You're like 3. Come on. How many? How many have you had? Honestly now. 6. 6. Don't lie. Don't lie. It's always double. It's always double, whatever they say. We're gonna come in like that, swipe these guys off to the side very softly. Soft, soft, soft. Not trying to move the paint, just trying to soften it down. Don't want it to get too bright, right? Now, here comes the fun part. Let's wash the brush off. We're gonna start throwing in, building this wave. It's gonna come to life right in front of your eyes. This is the biggest Flag Seascape we've ever done. And I can't wait to take it over to the gallery because I'm assuming it's not gonna sell during the show. It's, I think it's $495 plus tax, but it's free shipping around the world. You get free shipping, so I don't imagine it's gonna sell during the live show, but if it doesn't, I'm gonna take it over to the gallery and we're gonna hang it up down there. I'd be proud to hang this one in the gallery, guys. Woo! Big old Flag Seascape hanging in the gallery with a big old Paint with Josh sticker and a certificate of authenticity on it, right? Bang, do you guys know these come with certificates of authenticity now? How dope are these? Just excellent. Just excellent. So, get over to paintwithjosh.etsy.com and search for number 853. And that'll pull up this painting right here. Now, let's come in. Let's make a big old wave out of this monster. Just a monster crasher, because that's what Josh loves to paint, right? So we're going to come back here. We got to save our little triangle piece right here, right? This little spot, you got to remain dark. That's got to remain dark, and our whole dark line has to remain dark. So we usually come up about halfway in between that guy, right? And then you can roll down, come down this way, and we'll fix it as we go, right? So we're going to grab onto this guy very lightly. Start sliding him back, almost all the way down to that red line down there. Now it's going to end up hitting this spot right here, and right there, making a little X. X marks the spot right there, guys. It's a little pivot point, almost like a clock. Think of it like hands, a little, your minute hand and your hour hand rotating around the clock, right? That's our little pivot point, right, where the little hour hand and minute hand attach, right in the center of the clock. That's where we're going to meet up. So let's take that bit of white that we still have up here and start to flick it back. But we're not just going to go straight back. We're not going to go straight up. It's that same little sideways and then flick, like a little smiley face, right? A little smiley face in there. Move it with me, ladies. Move. A little smiley face in the... I don't know how to do the hula. I probably shouldn't attempt it. If I don't know how to do it, I probably shouldn't attempt it. So we'll come over here. I don't have hips like Jagger, okay? Or no, it's moves like Jagger. It's hips like Shakira, I guess. I don't know. My hips do lie because they don't dance at all. So we're gonna come over here. We'll start flicking this guy back with a little bit, just down. See how we leave it a little bit thicker right underneath that guy? And then as we come back, we go over here. You see the further that we're going this way, the more of an angle we're starting to go as well. All right, they're becoming more and more at an angle until, pop, they line up at that little line, just like I showed you they would. All right, coming in, grabbing our bit of our water line right here, right at the edge. See how it's got that little bit of tint of blue to it? Woo, that's fire, but the more of the white that we add to it, we can brighten it back up, right? So now watch, we're going to come back to that same pivot point, come out there. Same pivot point, come out there. Pivot point, next one, pivot point, next one, right? All the way around you could do this. Make our whole little bit of water look really neat, and having it shoot off the side, going to look awesome as well. Man, that's going to look cool. Okay, I love these big old canvases. I know, Sade, I'll be there in a little bit. I know, I promise, old girl. I swear I'll be there. I'll be there, girl. There we go. Softening it down, making it look like a little bit of water. Very cool. Very cool. Now, the more that we do that, the more and more and more it's going to look like a little bit of wave. So, let's see. She's a hunting dog, too. She's been around gunfire. Like, the fireworks, I don't know why. Maybe she's getting a little older, and they're starting to bug her now. But she was never a wuss for fireworks. And I've had bad dogs. Like, not a bad dog. It's not bad dogs. But dogs that were very afraid of fireworks, like our little Lhasa Apso. He was so scared. Ooh, that's a good question, guys, for the next Who Wants to Win a Canvas Print for free, where you have to do the name guessing game. We could do Name Josh's Old Dog Guessing Game. The Old Dog Name Guessing Game. That's what we're going to call it. So now we might not do it today, but that's going to be the new one. It's a very awesome name, and I love that little pooch. I miss him. He was like 14 years old, maybe 18 years old we had him. Long time. There we go. Oof. Ooh, holy moly. Woo! Excuse me, everybody. Just a little sneezers. My goodness, I had a little mini explosion inside my mouth there. Okay. Let's see. Just like this. Boom. Now we're going to come in very lightly with our 1-inch brush, drag these guys back, right? But again, it's going to want to grow, so we have to be very soft with it. Very soft, otherwise the light will grow and touch the next bit of light. But we have to have that what, guys? What's that little dark bit that I like to call our dark what? You guys know what we call them? Are you a brand new fan and you've never heard it before? Maybe the old fans will tell you. What do we call those? Because you're going to get a follow. The dark what now? Thank you, Michael Adams. Appreciate you guys. Bop, 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 bop. No, separated. That's close. Separator. There you go, Carrie. The dark separator. Right there, Carrie Neal. I already follow you, so we're going to pin your comment and get everyone else to follow you. The separator. The dark separator, right? Now, you got to have that separation in there if you're going to create any depth or any shadows or anything. You got to have that dark separator, okay? Don't never lose it. You'll be upset if you do. Right? Very cool. Okay, now we're going to take the same brush and come back over here. Let's make our big old crashing monster over there. Now that we got the top of our water all set, it's all flowing in and rushing in towards us, right? So we're going to come up here and we're going to start to dab out. We'll probably put our little bit of our eye right in there. Right? A little eye of our wave in there. So what you have to do is try to make this come up close to your next bit, but don't touch the dang thing. Oh! Just as small as you can be, right? That little teeny tiny dark separation right there. Right? You can even get a little closer, Josh. Get up there. Get up there, you little guy. Woo! Just sweeping it up there as close as we can possibly get it to that next bit of brightness. But don't touch it. For goodness sake, don't touch it, okay? Just like that. Mix out our little bit of our eye into this little shape, right? Now we're going to come over here like we had it. We're going to start to roll over our bit of our eye like that. It's going to come down. Come down, right? We can even go up a little bit higher like this. Bringing it down, rotating it over. This cool thing, right? Remember I told you we were going to save that spot? So let's come back. We got our little dark separator back there that's connected to that wave. And then we're going to have to add some more paint to brighten it up, right? It's getting very, very pinky and very blue over here. So let's go back and get some more white paint. We're going to brighten it up. But that's why you got to save those little dark areas, because they help add that depth and distance, guys. And if you're not, if you don't have an area to stick your wave behind, it's never going to stand out as in front of anything. A lot of the beginner seascapes I see, because I'm an admin for all these big Bob Ross groups and stuff on Facebook, and you'll see them where, it's almost like they didn't want to mess up anything they'd already done, right? So they got this level. There's like levels of everything, and they're all disconnected. You're like, no, you got to squeeze that up and kind of stick some stuff over other stuff and back and forth, and that's how you build that distance. So come in here, brighten this guy up just a touch. There we go. Come down that way. And then this guy, there we go. Get that white. Now we're going to use this as another pivot point, just like we did over here where we were coming back to that same spot and moving around. This is our spot, so we're going to come down and down and down and down, but every time coming back to this same spot right here, okay? So we're going to flick out, flick out, flick out. But look, we came back to that same space, came down around, just like that. Make our little heart shape, right? I love America. I love America! Right? Got to have that little heart shape in there. Dang, now we're going to come back from the same spot again, going out, filling it up, flipping it down, our little heart shape. Boom! Just like that. Get that. Right? So you got one side, it's already hit, and it's already flung its way all the way over there, and this side's just rolling and crashing in, right? It's going to be really cool. So, while we still have some color on the brush, why don't we come back in here, since it's going to be in this red section anyway, and I usually go about an inch below where my little heart shape is, right? So if we put it about an inch below, and we start sliding back and sliding back and sliding back, bang, 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 eventually we're going to hit a point up here where we can come back and connect to our bit of wave, right? Because this guy is going to be coming down this way, just like this, right? And then he's going to come over here, maybe he comes over into this side. Comes down that side. You're like, what are you doing? What just happened? Did you have a stroke? No, I didn't. It's right here. You come over here. I'm going to pull from the opposite direction. Bam, 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 bam. Just like that, right? Now we have our little mustache shape, right? The little that we have out here, out there, out here, right? Everything's a mustache. So you got to paint it. You got to paint it. You got to leave that little dark disconnection in there, and then we're going to go fill them all in. That actually looks really cool how it's got a how these aren't connected. I've never done one like that before. It actually looks really cool. if you don't connect it. See how we always learn something? There's something to learn every time, even for me. Because I've never done it where I normally come up and I grab the top and we slide it over. But that looks like it's casting a little shadow just like it does back here, right? That's freaking neat. That's neat, guys. That is neat. So, again, don't want to drag too much color anywhere, but we can start to bring our bit of wave down and you'll be able to see this whole thing kind of curve out, come over and crash. It'll be awesome. So, as we work our way back in here, we don't want to come too close up to the eye of our wave. And the closer and closer and closer we get in, the tighter our little circles become. See that? So then it looks like as it comes out here, we go further and further and further and further and further and further, and poof, we're attached to our bit of wave back there, right? All in that little pink darkness. Very cool. Very cool. Now again, our little 1-inch brush is going to fill in a lot of these spaces, so don't worry about too much of it. Then we can decide, maybe we want our wave to come down like this. All up to us. What we want to do, we decide. We decide, guys. Look at that. Just by changing the directional pull, you can have your water flatten out. So cool. So stinking neat. I love America, and I love Paint with Josh. Who else loves Paint with Josh? Anybody? Does anybody love me? Anybody? For teaching you for free, for coming up here in my spare time. Well, not even my spare time. This is my real job. This is legit my job. This is what I do. I paint and teach and sell paintings while we're teaching in order to make money to pay bills. So if you guys could go over and buy this painting, you're really going to love it. And it's going to help me pay my bills. It's going to be fantastic. So help me out, help you out. We also have the smaller versions of the Memorial Day Seascape. It's called Memorial Beach down in my Etsy store. That's a canvas print, which is basically a digital copy of a photo that they print onto the canvas. And then they send it out to you. So with the Memorial Day canvas prints, they're signed and numbered, which means they'll send them to me first, and then I'll sign it and then send it back out to you guys. So just like that, coming up, leaving our little dark separator, pulling this down, try not to drag too much of the red into our white stripe. We can always come back and brighten the white stripe, right? Now up into here. That's so cool, guys. I love that little lip right there. That little lip is fire. I think I'm going to start doing them like that from now on. Remember, don't drag too far up into the eye and leave a couple little fingery bits at the top. They don't all have to be spiky. They don't all have to be as deep as these guys right here. But have just a couple little bits so it's not just a straight line. Right? And the more you push on them, the more they'll grow. But you got to do it in that same rounded flick. And see how it makes it look like the foam is now curled up in our little heart shape. Right? Hang on. Well, I don't think I can bend my arm like that. Almost. We can almost do it. But I don't think I can do it like that all the way. I don't think. So, guys, if you're watching this painting and you're thinking, there's no possible way I could ever do that, guess what? Over on my YouTube page, we did this painting 3 times today, and one of them is on my YouTube channel, and it turned out probably to be my favorite one so far, besides this one. This one is... I cannot wait to take this down to the gallery if it doesn't sell. My goodness. But go over to my YouTube page, Paint with Josh, right? It's like that. Paint with Josh over on YouTube, and I've got more than 525 videos to learn from. And I have 5 flagscapes to learn from. We'll call them flagscapes, right? We did a rainbow flag for Pride last, was it 22? And then we did the Memorial Day flag. We did the 9/11 flag. We did a Puerto Rican flag. And we did the British flag. Turned out really cool to do the Union Jack with all the crisscrosses of the lines and the red. It looked awesome. So, awesome, awesome. Now, let's come in and brighten this guy up. Let's get a little bit more of our white paint. And we're going to go over our areas. And wherever there's any bit of color, it's going to shine. But in here, we know this is a white stripe. As far as our flag goes, the American flag anyway. Don't know what country you're watching from because you haven't told me. Tell me where you're watching from and what's your favorite sandwich. And then you can be included, right? A little bit of our white come down. And I don't want to extend them out too far before we do our bit. Now, you see how it's starting to change? Because we've already gone over that. It's dumped off all the thick color out there. And so as we come in here, it won't be so bright as we go over it. So we can add a little touch of pink highlight, but not have it be as super bright as this. You know what I mean? Because it's into our red section. So any little bits that you can do to help your painting look cooler, just don't do too much. Try it and then see. Try and see. Try and see. Okay, that looks cool. Let's try that next time. Or maybe we shouldn't do that on the next one because that didn't come out as very good as I thought it was going to come out. You know what I mean? You have to decide what it looks like. Look at that. Red, white, and blue, baby. Woo! That's fantastic. This is absolutely my most favoriteest painting of all time. Probably of all time. And I actually might take this stream and make it available on my YouTube for free. Because we normally take the TikTok streams and we hide them behind the paywall. And you got to pay $7.99 on YouTube in order to see every TikTok stream. But I might just take this one, depending on what you guys say. If you guys say you want to see it for free, this one, because I've got other ones. I've got other ones up there, right? But if you want to see this one for free, I just want to see a yes or a no. You're like, no, we want to pay for it because we'd like to support you. Or yes, we'd like to see it for free. Which one do you guys want to do? You let me know. Let me know, and I'll make it happen. Take a little bit more of our white paint just to brighten it up, just a touch. There we go. Fantastic, right? We got to get this little bit on the edge right here, the very front. Coming down, leaving a little bit of white, a little bit of a drag. Why you got to be such a drag, Wave? There we go. Boom. Just like that. Push it back. Save our little bit of our dark separator back there. It's fantastic. Woo! Send off the finale, guys. We're almost done. This one's going to be cool. It's going to be so cool. If I could paint fireworks, I would have painted fireworks. But the last time, like a year and a half ago, I tried to paint fireworks. They look like the opposite of fireworks. No, they look like, I don't know what they look like. I can't remember what they look like, honestly. They didn't look good. They didn't look like fireworks to me. So, but it was already too late. I just kept throwing paint up at the canvas. So let's come in. We're going to make up our dark shadowy color. Now, which 3 colors does Josh like to use for his dark shadowy color? You guys let me know in the comments below. Tell me which colors they are. I know, Sade. It's okay. It's okay, Sadie Doggy. I wanted to bring them up, but they're like, I don't want to close them in the room with me and all the smell, right? We have a fan blowing and the door's open, and that way it stays ventilated. And I don't want to trap them in here, but I don't want them to go run off into the bedroom or drop, they like to mark their territory maybe somewhere in my bedroom. I don't want that to happen. So we'll be done soon, Sade, I swear. I'll be back down. With the cutest doggies, too. Cutest little poopers. Okay, let's come in. We mixed up our darkness while my dog's getting in my head. And the other ones are nice and quiet, but Sadie's deciding to let us know that she's down there and she's not happy about these fireworks. I'm not happy either, Sadie. They're interrupting my show. They're interrupting the show. Do you guys want me to go because I can't leave. It's going to take me a while to come back up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take the phone and we're going to have to walk downstairs. And then you're going to be able to see what the entire inside of my house looks like. And I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. So we're going to come in here with our dark paint, right? Just on the end of the brush. We're going to start trembling like this. Just like that. We're going to start underneath the white, in between the blue and white. Boom. Coming in with our dark separator that connects to that dark line back there, right? Which then connects to this dark line all the way around. Very cool. Now we're going to come down, keep slapping against the canvas. We decide where the bottom is, so you don't have to go all the way to the tip of the bottom and then come around it. We get to decide where the bottom of it is. So come back a little bit more paint on the brush, start slap happing at it again. Slap happy taps. Little tappy slappy happy tappies. And you got to make sure you got enough paint. So we'll come back up. Got to come up into the sky, right? We're not painting a perfect flag, guys. We're painting a seascape. Got to come up into the sky. Helps push our horizon line and our clouds and everything else way in the distance. Not trying to cover our entire cloud, but you got to push it back there. Now we're going to come back, get a little bit of our white, and everything's going to be good. It's like, seriously, it's like a war zone around here. I moved into this neighborhood. I didn't know we were so into fireworks over here, and I'm missing it. Being inside, I want to be outside watching. That's going to be me in a few minutes if they're still doing it by the time I go back out. So let's get some liquid white over here onto the brush. Only need a little touch, right? It's very runny and wet. Look at this. It's going to fall off. Boop. Little drop, right? Came right off of there. Let's mix it up. You can tell a total difference in the paint pile versus the wet, soggy paint and the big, thick icing paint, right? So let's take our soggy, wet paint. We're going to start trembling again like this. Like we're just very scared. We're trembling. We're going to come up and smack the canvas. And as soon as we touch the canvas, you have to start moving along that little dark S-shaped curve right there, okay? So here we go. We'll start trembling. And as soon as we touch, move. Bam, 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 bam. As soon as you crest above the top of your wave, where you can prove a little bit, bang, just like that. Little bit came up over the wave. It helps push your ocean back, right? Very cool. Then we're gonna ride it down. Boom, boom, boom. Flip our brush over. Come in like that. Smack at it. Tap at it. We need to go get some more paint on the brush. That's what we need to do. But into here like this. Now we're gonna do this 2 times, so it doesn't matter what it looks like the first time. Right? All we gotta do though is leave a couple what in between all this white, light, bright color. You guys gotta tell me, what do we leave in between all these things? There's a lot of white up here, but there's also a lot of what? A lot of what? Holy cow, what was that noise? Tell me that wasn't this one. No way. No way. Get out. Let's see, hang on. No way, guys. This one did sell. Holy cow in a handbasket. I did not think for 1 minute that this one was going to sell during the live show. I did not think. So thank you. I hope she comes into the comments and says, hey, it was me. Send it to my house. I can't wait, right? But what do we have in between all those little bits of light, guys? We have those dark separators, right? The dark separator. Very cool. So all we got to do is not make everything the same, right? Don't make everything the same. We're gonna come in like this. Remember how we were trembling? We were tapping. We were trembling like that. Like we were scared. There were so many people watching. Like, ah! Now we're going to start making little horizontal. Let's make them horizontal circles. Have you ever seen a horizontal circle? Because I haven't. I haven't. But we're going to start making counterclockwise. Horizontal counterclockwise. Ha! That's why the old brain did it. Counterclockwise circles. But so much less pressure than we did up in the sky. So much less pressure. Come into here. Now remember, guys, the buyer is going to need your help naming this painting, and we're almost done with it. So if you got a name for it, type it into the comments, and she may just pick the name that you choose, right? And again, we're going to do this multiple times, so don't worry about what it looks like. Don't go too far. You go too far, and you're not going to be able to come back. All right, we're going to come back in with more liquid white and more titanium white on the brush, and then come back in here, little tremble taps. Little tip tappies everywhere, right? All over what we did before as well. Bam, 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 bam. Just like that. Very cool, right? Now we're going to come in and mix it up one more time. Even lighter than we did before. Lighter, lighter, lighter than we did before. And then at the very end, the third bit of it, at the very end, we get to throw paint at it off of our palette, like fling paint at it. That's going to be awesome. Gonna be awesome, guys. Very lightly mixing. We get to decide what it looks like. How much is coming down and crashing and hitting? Where is it hitting? Well, let's decide. Let's grab a little bit of that liquid white color. Start pulling it down at the base of this thing just until we line up to about right there, right? And if you're pulling it down like that, watch this. Come back up here, right? You're like, what have you done, Josh? What have you done? My goodness. We're going to take our 2-inch brush. My most favorite part is when we get to make the sandy, shiny bit. So we're going to take our 2-inch brush from back here, very lightly, pulling it down. Because it's got that liquid white. Remember, it's different than the hard titanium white. The liquid white will want to run like crazy. Swipe it back and forth. Off into the distance, guys. Very cool. Now you got that wet, sandy look as we're coming around the back of the beach. Very neat. Very awesome. Woo, Nelly. I can't wait to freaking get a picture of this one and get it posted out there, guys. This is fantastic. Just fantastic. Look at how far that liquid white wants to grow. You can continue. Right, that little bit can be our white line if we needed it to be. Anything you need, guys, you let the canvas know, and it'll teach you and tell you exactly what to do, where to put stuff, just with a little bit of Paint with Josh's help, right? This bit. Very cool. Now, we can come back with our little liner brush, fan brush. We haven't even used the liner brush yet. So come back with a fan brush. And we're not going to go into that liquidy white pile that we just created and mixed in to make all of these things, right? We're going to go into the top section where it's nice and thick and dry still. That's where you want it, ladies. The thick, dry section over here. So we're going to come up like that. Get a little bit onto each side of the brush. And then we're going to stay about a 1/4 inch underneath any bit of color. So a 1/4 inch there, 1/4 inch there. Come up. Need that guy to be white. Flip the brush over. Dropping it down about a 1/4 inch all the way as far as you want to go, right? Doesn't matter. We can always go back and add more. Let's actually add a little bit more because we got that white section, our little white strip. So let's get the white onto the brush. Come back just so it's a little wider and we can tell, right? Maybe it comes up a little bit higher over here because you got that same angle as you're going up this way. All depends what you want it to look like. It's what it's going to look like, right? Now, all we're going to do is do two different things. We're going to pull it down and we're going to swipe it side to side. But you guys have to tell me what we're going to do first. So I'm going to put this thing down. This is when I get to relax and you guys get to tell me how to paint, okay? So we're going to swipe it down and we're going to go side to side. But do we need to do, of course, we're going to go down first, right? Got to go down on it first. But then, are we going to use a little bit of pressure? Or are we going to use a lot of pressure? You guys tell me, a little bit or a lot? Little or a lot? What are we going to do? A little bit of pressure, a lot of bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure, a lot of bit of pressure. You guys tell me, and then I'm going to show you both ways. So Anthony says a little. We saw 21 Got Me says a lot. Wanda G says a lot. D says a lot. Let's see. Gabs says a little. Kersey says a lot. Melanie says a lot. Jocelyn says a lot. Your mom says a lot, right? Well, if my mom says a lot, then you better listen. But we're going to do just a little first. We'll show you a little bit of pressure first. This is what it looks like. I'm going to use the same amount of pressure across the whole thing, right? And then you tell me if it looks like Sandy Beach by the time we get done, right? Does this look like Sandy Beach? A little bit of pressure sideways across the whole thing, right? Would you leave your painting looking like that if you were out here? Would you leave it looking like that? Right? Just let me know. Let me know, yes or no. Would you leave it looking like that? Because that's a little bit of pressure and what a little bit of pressure does. No, do a lot, they say, right? Nope, 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 nope. Hell nah, somebody said. Hell nah, we're not going to leave it like that. All right, so let's try a lot of pressure. Come up in here, a lot of pressure down. All right, I don't want to contaminate this white part too much with that bit of red. So a lot of pressure, lot of pressure. Bringing it down, right? Now we have to pull it towards the wave and away from the wave. We have to do both. So what do we do first? Do we push it towards the wave first, or do we pull it away from the wave first? Towards or away? Towards or away? Which one do we do first? Thank you, WP Ladybug. I appreciate that. We got Airy Fairy Face says away. Sarah says away. Peyton says, I didn't see it. Someone says towards. They're coming in too fast. Candy says away. Peyton says no, towards. Okay, I'll show you both, right? So if we push towards it, don't you think that all those colors are going to immediately touch? They're going to come together. We're going to lose our dark separation immediately, right? So what if we pulled it away? That same pressure, we're going to pull it away. And then I'm going to get all the red off of this brush so we can do it to the white section without having it change into a different color. I don't want it to be a pink stripe at the bottom. I want it to be a white stripe. Somebody tag the white stripes. We've been talking a lot about them tonight. Gotta have the white stripes. London has a guitar with the white. No, that's the plain white tees. Different band. Okay, come back into that bit of white. We're going to pull it back away from the wave first, trying to save our little bit of dark separation, right? Sliding it back away first, and then push it towards that wave. And this is when we shrink down our little dark separator. Get our light colors as close as they can get. And if you leave that little bit, that little thing, it looks like the wave is sat up and it can slide across the sand now. Nice and easily, right? Because you got that little bit of darkness underneath. So cool, guys. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of our white and brighten up this little guy in here. Just a touch of white, just to help our little white stripe. Our little plain old white T stripe. Over there, we need a little bit more white for this guy, geez. That red, that likes to take control, right? It likes to be very bright. So it'll like to come over and cut off all of your white bit. There we go, nice. And brightly white. That's a fantastic little waving flag, guys, in the wind. So cool. Okay, what we're gonna do here is come back and soften these last little bits, shrinking down our little dark separator. Right, a little bit. Bring it down. Don't want to cover that dark separator down there, right? Now coming back over here, and like that, up onto this side, over there, shrink it down. Don't make it disappear. Boom! That's fire right there. Okay, let's see. We almost timed it perfectly with the firework outside. Ba-boom! All right, that guy nice and clean. Get this one nice and clean. Remember, guys, start coming up with a name for this. We're going to add the stars and the spray of the sea, and that's going to make it so much better. Oh, so much better. I love Paint with Josh's waves. They're so much better than everyone else's. That's That's a joke. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I know my waves are terrible. I know. Everyone says I can only do one thing. So at least I do that one thing well. That's my goal. All right, let's see. That, clean off this last brush. And we're going to go throw in the stars. So let's see. As far as titles, what do you guys have so far for titles up in that comment section, huh? What you got for titles over there so far? I got to see the titles. Give me the titles over there. Right? No, we don't have to paint all 50 stars. What I like to do is add like little hidden things. So for this guy, why don't we do this? We're going to add a little one right there. Plop in. Right? They don't have to be the most perfectest of stars, right? Because we're not going to focus on these stars. But does that look like something? Does that look like anything to you guys? Does that look like anything that might look like this? If we put it over here, just a little bit, and we'll hide it in the stars. Bing, bang, boom. Those look similar right there. They might. I don't know. They could. They could. Or I could just be crazy. That's also a possibility. Probably a probability versus a possibility. Now we're going to grab in our bit of our liquid white on the end of our little fan brush. And this is a very stiff little bristled fan brush. So when you bend the bristles back, they really fling out forwards, right? So let's come up into our sky and we'll test it out. Little teeny bit first. A couple little flicks. You can paint a billion stars and hide whatever little secret, star formation you put in there. The more you flick, the brighter they are, the more it kind of hides that bit that you put back in there, right? Very neat. Now, instead of 50, we got 50 billion stars back in the sky. Now, over here, we're going to scrape up a little bit more of that white. Come back in here and do the same thing. Pop, 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 pop. Very cool. We're going to get a little bit more. A little bit more. Have it fling off a little bit thicker like this. There we go, guys. I got little million little shots of water spray as they fly out of the painting. Awesome. Just awesome. So, again, I can't believe this one sold during the show. I'm super happy. I'm going to have to repaint another version now for the gallery. Let's see. We'll go like this over there. Now, if the buyer wants to let us know, let me flip the camera around so it'll be easier to read comments and stuff, and then we can name it, and we can do all that stuff, and then I'll add my my signature and all that stuff, my little bird family and all that. So, whoop, there we go. United Waves, I dig that. Freedom Waves, Waves of Glory. Those are all excellent. I like the little touch of blue in the, just a little touch, that little bit, right? It's just, I've done multiple ones, right? We did two ones with white and two with just a little touch of blue in there. And I don't know, for whatever reason, it just makes me just like it. I dig it. American Surf, those are all excellent. Remember, the buyer's got to come in and choose the title. So, in the meantime, while you guys are dropping in all those titles, I'm going to clean off this palette because I am tired of painting today, guys. Shoot, we were up until after midnight doing the last painting last night, which was the first flag painting of the series, right? And then didn't get to bed till like 4 o'clock. Then I woke up at like 9, looked at my alarm and apparently said, F that, and turned it off somehow and went back to sleep. And then I woke up at noon going, what time is it? What's going on? So this is not even morning anymore. Dang it. I've missed out on chances where I could paint because I was going to come do an early show and paint at like 9 in the morning. And I couldn't do it. Oh, you're for a repeat buyer from before. That's awesome. Let's see. Waves of Glory. I dig that. Is there anybody who said Waves of Glory? Do you remember the screen name so we could give them a shout out for suggesting that? Or was that your suggestion? Or do you not remember? It's okay if you don't remember who it was. Waves of Glory. That's a really good title. Really good title, guys. Okay, let's clean this thing up and then we'll go put it on there. Yeah, you're the person I thought lived in Pahrump, but hey, you don't. You don't. Not at all. No one lives in Pahrump. It's okay. If they do, they don't tell you about it. Pahrum's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's very rural compared to Las Vegas, right? Where you have like, there's more farms and ranches and different stuff out in Pahrump than the big city living. But yeah, there used to be all the adult pleasure houses out in Pahrump too. A lot of people come to Las Vegas and they think that stuff is legal. because it's Las Vegas, right? Like, yeah, let's go get it, blah, blah, blah. I'll call somebody up. That stuff's illegal unless you go to Pahrump. There, it's legal there. So, you guys ever heard of the Bunny Ranch? Journey. Everybody go follow Journey. Journey. Write a comment, Journey, and my mod girls will pin it for you. And then everybody will go follow Journey. And so, what was the title again? Waves of Glory? I think that was it. Waves of Glory. This one turned out just amazingly. Like one of my all-time faves. One of the absolute biggest flag painting we've ever done. And it's just, I know, say it, I'm coming, I know. I'll go tell those guys to shut up outside. I know. We're going to snuggle on the couch and edit videos. It's okay, girl, I promise. Snuggle up on the couch and edit videos. Maybe I'll take a selfie with all my dogs and my iPad snuggled up. Oh, Journey, I got to follow you while you're still up there. And then I'll post it on Facebook or whatever. And it'll be me and the doggies on 4th of July underneath a blankie. Like, save us! So, let's see. Yeah, I will. Before I forget the title, though, Waves of Glory. I got to put that in. So, Waves of Glory. Now, this one was painted on 7/4/23, which you all know is Independence Day. And we're all going to go to paintwithjosh.com. If we want to find my Etsy store, go to paintwithjosh.com. It's over there on the very first link. If you want to find my YouTube, go to paintwithjosh.com. It's over there. If you want to find my Facebook and my Insta, paintwithjosh.com. Head over there, check it out. This one was number 853. Oop, what an idiot. I just put a money sign right there. Oh, you dingus. It's supposed to be a number. There we go. 853. That's one of a kind original right there. Because it definitely wasn't $853, but it is number 853. So, whoop. There we go. It's all right. Your certificate of authenticity will say number 853 versus $853. We should actually just start doing, instead of doing them as a number, we'll just start doing them as dollars and confuse everybody. Like, whoa, how come they went from like $200 to $850 automatically? I jumped up like that, right? So, thank you. I very much appreciate it. And it's been a great day and a great bunch of paintings. I've got, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, hang on, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 sold paintings this weekend. That's a lot of work and a lot of sold paintings and a lot of happy customers. And you guys just make my heart just beam with joy. The fact that you guys want to follow me and you want to buy my artwork and you want to hang it in your house. And it's just, it blows my mind. It just blows me away every day. So I love you guys. And this Flag Seascape turned out to be the most fantastic of all. And I can't wait to go take a picture of it, go put it up on Facebook. And if you're not following me over on Facebook, we've got more followers than we do over here on TikTok somehow. And TikTok, we're like 360,000 something, I don't know. And over on Facebook, we're like 370,000, 390,000. I can't remember. We're getting close to 400,000. All I know. Okay, right. Birds. We're getting close to 400,000 followers just on Facebook. What? I didn't know there were that many people using Facebook. 400,000. That's a lot. Here we go. Let's come into here. Gotta throw the old birds in just like so. Flying through every scene. There we go. Now, we're all set and all done. You guys have been a great crowd. What did we get to? 72,000 taps on the screen. That's a lot of taps, guys. So happy 4th. I appreciate it. You're perfect. That's really good. I love you. Thank you for saying that. It's supposed to be a seascape, but it's supposed to also be an American flag. And it was sort of a recreation of the one we did about 18 months ago on Memorial Day of 2022. This is the Memorial Beach canvas print. And I think I like the 4th of July one a little bit better. So I'm going to be turning all of the 4th of July canvas paintings into prints. God, there we go. So we're going to have 4 new canvas prints and 4 new poster prints available in the store, hopefully by later on tonight. I wish I had an assistant. Yeah, so hopefully later on tonight, I'll have the posters and the canvas prints of just the American Flag Seascapes that we've done over the last 24 hours. And those will be available in the store. So keep an eye out on them for tomorrow, you know what I mean? And maybe we'll sell a bunch of them tomorrow. Maybe by tomorrow, nobody will care about the American flag anymore. And I would have done all this work for nothing. So I hope I'm not doing it all for nothing. And you guys want to get some posters for cheap, right? So we're talking like 13 to 35. I mean, $35 for a poster this big. That's not that bad, right? That's workable. And 15 or 13 bucks for a little like 8x10. That's awesome, right? Would you guys agree that those prices are fair? If it's for a poster that's going to come all rolled up in a tube, right? No, I sell the originals. This one just sold. This one just sold. It's gone. Gone. It's on its way to, where'd it go? I can't even remember. I paint everything live and everything is for sale every time we paint. If it doesn't sell during the show, then I put it up for sale on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere else through my Etsy store, right? So yeah, this one sold, what was I looking for? Oh, where it was going to, I remember. Yeah, Arkansas, that's rad. That's freaking rad. Woo! That was good, you guys, thank you. Right, that's a good price for a poster. So, I'm gonna be so famous. No, yeah, probably, I hope anyway, I hope. Right, say it out to the universe and it will happen. We will be famous. All of us together. We're a team. Everyone watching me. We includes you. Everyone watching me. So what are the prices? Most didn't hear you. So we're going to be doing poster prints. The posters range from $13 for a little 8x10 or up to, I think, $35 or $45. Don't quote me yet. I haven't looked at the prices for the posters for a while. They used to be $35. They may have gone up. But about 30 to 40 bucks for the largest size you can get, which is like a 24 by 36, which is even bigger than this canvas is right here, right? So between 13 and 40 bucks for 5 to 6 different size posters, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. So my t-shirt never arrived. Send me a message on Etsy or Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and I'll get right on it. We'll call or we'll get in touch with the company and see where the heck it went and where it was delivered. And if not, we'll get them to reprint you another one and get it sent back out. So this painting, yes. So this is absolutely 100% my original idea. Okay, I did this painting right here at the bottom. We did that back on Memorial Day of 2022. I had looked around and I said, okay, I want to do an American flag type of thing. And for Memorial Day, and we did a moment of silence for the troops and all that stuff. And no, I don't on how to make prints, but I can make one. It's very, very easy. But yeah, send me a message and we'll figure it out about the shirt. If it didn't make it there, we'll just call the company and they'll have an answer. They'll say it was either delivered to this address or that it wasn't able to be delivered, so it was returned to the company or whatever. I haven't got an email about any problems, so yeah, but hit me up and then I'll dig into it and we'll see. And if they got to get you a new shirt out, they get you a new shirt. It's no problem. But yeah, what the hell was I talking? Oh yeah. So the original one we came up with on Memorial Day of 2022 and we did it live. It was me and Bailey. It was on I think it was on a Friday. No, it was a Monday. It's a Monday. Yeah. And London did the shows with us on Sunday. And on Monday, it was just me and Bailey that day. And we did the show and I'd researched American flag, sky, and everything you saw was from here up, and then it would be like a mountain or some trees or a barn or something like that. And I scoured the internet looking for a seascape and nobody had done it. And I was like, what? So this one fell out of the brushes the very first time. Then we did a 9/11 version, which has the 2 freedom lights hanging up. They're poking up into the sky. I have that on a canvas print as well in my store if you want the 9/11 version. And then we did a Puerto Rican flag and we did the British Union Jack flag when Queen Elizabeth passed away. And then we didn't do a single flag for a long, long, long time. I didn't do a pride flag. We did a pride painting this year, a pride seascape, but it wasn't a flag seascape. But yeah, this is the first first flag seascape in 18 months that we've done. So turned out fantastic. And this one is not an original on the bottom. It's a canvas print, but you can't have it anyway. It's mine. It's got white spray all over it from every time we flick. You know what I mean? It's all covered. I would not sell that. It's just a display version. So, but yeah, this one turned out fantastic. been up here spending time with you guys for an hour right now. About an hour, because the timer is going to go off in 38 seconds. So we're not going to do the name guessing game this time. There are prints of this one available. This is the one that has the prints available, right? This is the Memorial Beach. Go to my store, search Memorial Beach. Memorial Beach. That's this one. Canvas prints available for this one, right? You take this one all sprayed in paint and stuff. It's got like white spray in places where there shouldn't even be white spray. So, yeah, besides that, I'm going to make canvas prints available of all the other ones, of all the new ones that we did this weekend. I'm going to make prints available for them, and we're going to put them up probably within the next few days. I'm going to try to get it up tonight and get them out. Timer explosion. Try to get them out tonight, and we'll see if I can. I know I'm going to put out at least this one and the 16 by 20 inch. The 18 by 24s might not be the right ratio for the prints, but we'll figure it out when we start inputting them. So someone will oh no, for sure. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because this is the only one that is signed, right? And it's got a number 1 on it right there. It's the only one that says that. Now, Melanie bought one of my canvas prints, and she's the only one that's ever bought a signed one, so hers says number 2 over here. But it's very cool, right? I had labeled this one all like this because I was going to sign it, and that's how you go search for it. Memorial Beach, right? Bingo, bango, right? So I was going to sell it. I got it. I was like, ooh, I'll get my own print, and then I'll sell it, and I'll list it for more in my store. Maybe somebody will get it because it's got my signature on it, and, you know, they'll buy it. And when it came, I was like, there's no way I'm giving this up. It's too pretty. The quality is so fire of those canvas prints. It's like literally holding the real thing in your hand. So besides that, I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. I've got paint on me somehow. Somehow, because I'm a painter. There's paint on me. I don't know how I got that blue paint on my nose in that last show. I don't know how the heck that happened. But I'm going to go snuggle with the doggies, make a little bit of content, and have a good night. So, I'm super easy to work with. As far as what? Shipping or problems if you have an order, problem with your order? Absolutely. I'm an Etsy star seller. Like, you don't get to be an Etsy star seller out of nothing. You have to have 5-star reviews. You've got to ship stuff on time. You have to be in good communication with your clients. And that means they give you 1 hour window from when you get texted to when you respond. If you don't respond in that 1 hour, that's a ding. You get too many dings, you lose your star seller status. It happened to me when we went viral because there were so many people messaging me on every place that I couldn't get to everything. I didn't even know that there was Etsy messages to read. And I dropped below the response rate. And so I lost my star seller for June. And it was the first time in like 17 months that I hadn't been a star seller. I was so bummed. And I was like, oh, if these people would have just messaged me over on Facebook or on somewhere else, and I would have seen it, it wouldn't have hurt my stats, right? But it's okay. We're on top of it again, so it's fine. But love you guys for all the gifts, all the taps, all the love, all the, patriotic spirit. And I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. And from the bottom of my heart, happy Independence Day! Woo! Okay, let's get out of here. That was kind of cool. I'm going to go do that outside. Woo! All right. I love you guys. You joined at the end. Well, what's funny is we just did this a couple hours ago over on YouTube. You go watch that version. It's not the exact same, but it's very similar. But I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. And until I see you guys again next time, take care. Have the rest of a good day. And, oh, look at that. It's awesome. Oh, I'm so happy I stayed. I'm going to go outside and watch those right now. It's going to be fire. It's going to be, you guys have heard it this whole time. And as soon as I get outside, they're going to be like, yeah, we're cleaning up. Okay. Next time. Next year. See you later, guys. So I'm going to get out there and go check it out. But yeah, if you have a problem with your order or you didn't get your shirt or whatever, send me a message and we'll get down to the bottom of it and figure it out. Besides that, you guys have the rest of an excellent holiday. No, you cannot screenshot the photos. How dare you? I'm going to make poster prints. I'm going to make prints, which means they're going to be 13 to 40 bucks. Spend 40 bucks, get the actual print. Otherwise, it's not going to be the same quality if you screenshot it and try to print it out or whatever, right? Come on, help me out. I did the work. I helped you out. I entertained for an hour. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I love you guys. So until I see you guys again next time, take care. Have the rest of a good day and happy Independence Day, everybody. We love you.